I thought the worst day of my life was when I found out I couldn't have children. But I was wrong. The worst day was yesterday, at my own sister's baby shower. My sister, Chloe, has always been the golden child. My parents, they don't just love her, they worship her. When she announced she was pregnant 6 months ago, I was heartbroken for myself, but genuinely happy for her. I even helped her pay for the expensive nursery gear. But at the party, things got quiet. Too quiet. My husband, David, was standing by the cake looking like he wanted to vanish into the floor. My mother stood up, cleared her throat, and said, "Sarah, we need to talk about the future of Chloe's baby." I laughed. I thought she meant godparents. But then Chloe walked over, took David's hand right in front of me, and looked me in the eye. She said, "Sarah, David is the father, and we've decided that since you can't provide a family, you need to step aside and fund the one we're building." I felt the world tilt. I looked at my dad, expecting him to roar in my defense. Instead, he just sipped his drink and said, "It's only fair, Sarah. You have the high-paying career. David and Chloe have the child. We've already drafted the financial support agreement. You pay the mortgage on the new house for them, or we take you to court for every cent you've put into our family business." My own parents, my own husband, my own sister. They weren't just betraying me, they were holding me for ransom in the middle of a party filled with pink balloons. But they forgot one thing. They think I'm the weak one because I'm empty. They're about to find out that a woman with nothing left to lose is the most dangerous person in the room. For 2 weeks, I played the victim. I let them think I was considering their insane demand. Chloe was already picking out designer baby clothes on my Amazon account. David was acting like he was doing me a favor by letting me stay involved as the rich aunt who pays for everything. My parents even had the audacity to invite me to dinner to finalize the paperwork. They wanted me to sign over my shares of the family estate to Chloe's unborn child. "It's for the legacy, Sarah," my mom said, passing me a pen. I took the pen, but I didn't sign. Instead, I pulled out a thick black folder. "You're right, Mom," I said, smiling for the first time in weeks. "Legacy is important, which is why I spent the last 14 days doing a deep dive into the family business accounts. You know, the ones I managed while you guys were vacationing in Florida." The color drained from my father's face. See, my dad has been creative with his taxes for a decade. And David, my loyal husband, he'd been using the company credit card to fund his secret life with Chloe for over a year. I leaned in and whispered, "I'm not signing the estate over. In fact, I've already filed for divorce. And as for the support agreement, I have a different version. In this one, David signs away all rights to my assets, Chloe moves out of the apartment I pay for, and you, Dad, you explain to the IRS why there's $500,000 missing from the payroll." Chloe started crying. "You can't do this to a pregnant woman," she wailed. I looked at her stomach and then at David. "Oh, Chloe, I'm not doing anything. I'm just stepping aside, exactly like you asked. But I'm taking my money, my credit score, and my silence with me. Good luck raising a baby on David's vintage car salary." It's been 3 months since the baby shower ambush. The fallout was beautiful. David tried to sue me for alimony. My lawyer laughed so hard I thought he'd need a medic. We showed the court the evidence of his affair with my sister while he was on my health insurance. The judge didn't just deny his claim, he practically kicked him out of the courtroom. My parents? They had to sell the family house to cover the back taxes and legal fees. They're currently living in a 2-bedroom rental, and guess who's living in the spare room? Chloe and David. The golden couple is now living in a cramped apartment, sharing a bathroom with my bitter parents, while the baby's nursery is a literal walk-in closet. Yesterday, my mom called me crying. She said, "Sarah, we're family. Chloe needs help. The baby needs a better environment. Can't you just find it in your heart to help us?" I took a sip of my coffee, looking out at the view from my new penthouse, the one I bought with the money I liquidated from my shares. I told her, "Mom, remember what you said? It's only fair. I'm finally living the life I paid for. If Chloe needs a better environment, tell her to ask the father of her child. Oh, wait, he's currently unemployed, isn't he?" I hung up. I didn't feel guilty. I didn't feel sad. For years, I was the bank, the cleaner, and the backup plan for their mistakes. They thought because I couldn't have a child, I didn't have a future. They learned the hard way that I don't need a legacy to be powerful. I just need to be done with them.